Hey guys, how are you doing? Very well. In today's video I am going to do another tattoo etiquette video. For those that don't know, for those that may be new here, my tattoo etiquette series is where I take a YouTuber and use their videos under fair use, just so you know, and I discuss the points that they have made in their videos when it comes to tattoos. Obviously my usual content is tattoo related, like I don't know, 80% of my videos are tattoo related in some way. So yeah, this is why I do that. And I make informational videos about tattoos and how to get a good tattoo and how to spot a good tattoo artist and the correct way about getting tattooed and stuff like that, you know, just good old tattoo information. But yeah, in today's video I'm going to talk about a Instagrammer who has kind of popped on over into the YouTube world, but she is mainly known on Instagram, but she's made a couple of YouTube videos and she's done one on her tattoo journey, and that is Victoria Jane. Well, her like username is vvictoria Jane. I don't know, she's got two V's, but it's like Victoria, I don't know. Anyway, the videos I obviously want to talk to you guys about are her tattoo videos. She uploaded a 3-part series doing sort of like a tattoo tour about the tattoos that she has on her, which is, you know, nothing out of the ordinary. There's a lot of videos like that on YouTube. Everyone that has a tattoo has probably done a video like that, to be honest with you. So that isn't out of the ordinary. It's just what she has inside of the video that is the issue. But we'll get on to that. Anyway, I become aware of Victoria Jane through you guys. A few of you had sent me links to one of her videos or all of the videos, and you know, I've been getting messages on Instagram, Twitter, it was posted in my Facebook group, and yeah, so here I am talking about it because you'll see why. So like I was saying, there is 3 videos to this, so I've taken clips from each of those videos, so I'm not talking about just one video, I'm talking about all 3 of them. And alright, let's just get into it.
First off, the most talked about of my tattoos, legit everyone asks about this and why, what does it mean, just why, is my neck tattoo. I'm going to zoom you in a bit more just so you can see up close and personal exactly what this is. And yeah, I don't really have a reason for this one. I seen it and I liked it, so let me zoom you in. So we've got this tattoo here. Basically it is 2 eyes with hands covering over with a tear coming down. I first seen this on, I believe, Pinterest, and I just liked how bold the work actually was.
So this is the tattoo that most of you guys have noticed that is copied. This is the video that has been sent to me the most. Some people have sent me all 3, but most people have sent me the part 1 because of this tattoo that is on her neck. Unfortunately, this tattoo has been copied many times. I've seen it on multiple different people. I've seen it on Instagram a lot. People just have no dang respect for tattoo artists. They just don't have any respect, and they think, you know, everybody's art is their art. Like, they have the right to have it on them. The original tattoo artist for this piece of work that is on her throat or neck is Johnny Gloom, who is a super talented and creative tattoo artist that specializes in line work, black work tattoos. And yeah, unfortunately their work does get copied a lot, and it's just such a shitty thing to do, to take someone else's artwork and claim it as your own.
I'm gonna go on to this one right here. This one is 2 faces about to kiss. Again, lined work, it's bold, it's there, you can see it clear as day. Not really means anything, to be honest. I thought it was just really cool. I seen it on Pinterest. A few of my tattoos I have found on Pinterest, which, by the way, best app ever for tattoos, I swear to God.
So I believe the original artist for this one is Kurt Montgomery, which again is a very talented line work, black work tattoo artist, who again gets their work stolen multiple times. Like, it's just, she also just confessed to using Pinterest as pretty much a tattoo flashbook. Being a walking tattoo Pinterest board it's not okay.
The one that we're focusing on is this one right here. It says, love myself. I went to my tattoo artist, who I still go to. I've gotten every single tattoo done from him all over my body except 2 tattoos. He is the only guy that I trust Genuinely, he knows my kind of style, what would suit me, so we've got that connection, and honestly, he's amazing. And so for this tattoo, I says to him, I says, oh, I really want a tattoo, you know, that represents me, but also to spread our word to other people. And I thought, why not get love yourself? So it was you know, thingied on with like the paper, whatever, and you see it before you get tattooed, yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, that looks mint, like, let's go, let's get it done. Didn't realise until after it was tattooed that it said love myself. And obviously, my bad, I should have checked beforehand, but it ended up being a more personal tattoo to me, which I now absolutely adore. Like,
this is actually horrifying. One, I want to know who this tattoo artist is because I want to stay within a 50-mile radius away from him. Two, how the hell did you not notice? Like, and why did he not listen to what you wanted? This is literally nightmare fuel for me. Like, this is my worst nightmare. Always check your designs, always. Even if you have been going to the same tattoo artist for years and years and years, you still need to check what is being put onto your body. It's a permanent piece of artwork on you, or script work in her case, and like, I just don't get how she didn't notice. Like, surely when you get a new tattoo, like, you look at it in the mirror, like, like, I'm glad she is okay with it. Like, she actually likes the tattoo, so that's fine. It worked out for her. But imagine if it didn't work out for her. You know, imagine if this was you guys and you asked for, I don't know, SpongeBob SquarePants, but they give you Scooby-Doo. Like, how do you not notice a different word? You know, yourself and myself are very, very different. You know, they're longer. Well, yourself is longer than myself, you know?
This is kind of the bad part of me getting tattoos, that I don't necessarily think about long enough. I've forgotten what this tattoo means. I know it's not offensive or anything, so don't worry, I'm not kind of gal. But I've forgotten what it means. I seriously can't remember what it means. But I have some Chinese writing right here. I wish I could remember.
How can you have something tattooed on you when you don't know what it is? Or you knew what it was, but you've forgotten, so it's really, you know, that nothing that serious to you. I don't... Meaningless tattoos are fine in my opinion, but at least remember what they fucking say if it's, you know, in another language or whatever. This is honestly disgraceful. She's a true example of irresponsible tattooing. I always talk about the people that hate tattoos that are non-tattooed, and they see us as irresponsible people, impulsive, and we're reckless, and we'll just get any old thing tattooed on us and we don't care. And the reason why people have these stereotypes, and the reason why I talk about them and try and defend us people that take tattooing seriously, is because there are people out there that are like that, and this is the example. Victoria is a prime example of someone who has got a tattoo irresponsibly, hasn't really thought about it that much, you know, it's on her, it was probably part of her tattoo artist design, and was like, oh yeah, this would be a cool idea, let's just slot that in there. Told her what it meant once upon a time, and now she's like, whatever, you know? It could be an Ariana Grande situation where she thought it meant one thing but it actually means another thing. Like, it's so wishy-washy, and it's probably not even been double checked. Like, it's so irresponsible.
This is one of my first big tattoos. I can't remember what I had before this, but I'm pretty sure I had like only 1 or 2 tattoos before I got this full bit done here. But it is meant to look like henna. A lot of people think this is henna, it's not, it's a tattoo. Well, it's a tattoo that ain't gonna come off basically. But yeah, I seen this on, was it Pinterest or Google? I can't remember which one it was, but I seen it online, and my tattoo artist just changed it, like tweaks it a little bit.
So she got a hand tattoo as her first big tattoo. Cool, let's run before we can walk. Great, fantastic. I've made plenty of videos about why getting a hand tattoo as one of your first tattoos is not the best idea. It's a very visible tattoo. You don't have tattoos other places, you don't know how to really look after a tattoo, and healing a hand tattoo is a big deal. It's a lot more tricky and difficult than it is to heal an arm tattoo, a leg tattoo, you know. There's a lot of elements that your hands go through compared to an arm or a leg or whatever. You know, you're constantly washing your hands. They're gonna need more touch-ups if you want to have your tattoo looking fresh and vibrant, you know, continuously. There's just so many elements. I've talked about it a few times, and I'm not against hand tattoos. I'm very much after getting my own hand tattoo, especially on this hand. I feel like we're in need of this. You know, I have finger tattoos and stuff, but I don't have a massive hand tattoo. I have this disappointing, pathetic thing here, but getting a big major piece like that as one of your first tattoos is just a risky move, you know? Anyway, running before we can walk, fantastic, cool, okay. I also do not trust one bit that it was changed. She said it was changed slightly. I mean, what about it was changed? Honestly, did we add a little bit of dot work? Did we maybe add a triangle or a line here and there somewhere? Like, I do not trust her at all in the slightest when it comes to her saying we changed it a bit, you know, to make it unique to her or whatever. Like, no, I don't buy it. It may be the case, but I honestly don't buy it. I don't know if any of you guys would buy that either. You know, when it comes to, you know, what we've seen so far, like it does get worse, but I don't trust that. I don't buy it. I'm not subscribing to that newsletter.
I seen this online again. It's like your basic, like, Pinterest tattoo. I seen it online.
I mean, this tattoo has been done so many times, I couldn't even tell you who the original artist is. I literally have no idea. There's so many people that have done it, and which obviously doesn't mean it's okay to just take it, you know, just because so many other tattoo artists have done it or so many other people have it, does not mean it's okay to do it, you know. Have some originality. Like, I literally couldn't think of anything worse than having someone else's tattoo on me. I know sometimes it like accidentally happens, you know, sometimes there is a tattoo artist that steals other people's designs and then claims it as their own and puts it up as flash on Instagram or whatever. That's no client's fault at all. But it's when people take designs from Instagram or from Pinterest, goes to a tattoo artist and is like, I'll have that exact same thing, and the artist agrees. Like, that is not a tattoo artist, that is a copy and paste artist. There is no originality, there is no creativity about that. It's just...
So we got the Medusa head, and it looks like she's screaming, which is pretty cute.
Oh look, another copy tattoo. I am so surprised. Oh my god, I am absolutely gobsmacked that she would have another one of these. Shock, horror, holy cow. I'm amazed. There are a few different versions of this tattoo on Google Images alone. Like, this is Google Images. To me, Google Images is like the lowest of the low when it comes to like finding tattoo copying. Like, you can find it all there. Like, it's every generic tattoo idea is on Google Images, you know. You type in there Medusa tattoo, like she has done, and loads of the same kind of tattoo just pop on up, you know. Fun fact, you can actually have a unique Medusa tattoo. Like, wow, groundbreaking, I know. For example, this one is a different Medusa tattoo, this one is a different Medusa tattoo, this one is a different Medusa tattoo, this one is also a different Medusa tattoo. Like, do you see what I'm saying? You can do a Medusa tattoo so many different ways. You don't have to take someone else's idea. If you go to a good tattoo artist, they're going to create something really unique to you, and they're all going to have the same kind of elements, you know, the snake hair, the lady face, and, you know, any other elements you want, but you can do it in so many different ways. You do not need to take someone else's tattoo or someone else's artwork. You don't need to do it. There's so many creative, talented artists out there that will do it for you and give you something unique. You know, she is in the makeup industry, and being in the makeup industry, you have to be so creative and innovative. You know, you have to come up with your own looks to stand out from all the other makeup artists, especially nowadays on social media. Trying to stand out from other makeup artists, you really do have to think outside the box, and this whole thing is so surprising to me that she is a makeup artist, she is in the creative industry, but she has no originality when it comes to tattoos. Like, I don't understand that at all. But yeah, you'd think she would have a little bit of respect for art, but never mind.
So to that, it is meant to be a girl's head above water. This will all be getting filled in to look like a water effect. And then I'm thinking of having it either a night sky above her head or a summer day. I don't know. I'm thinking the night sky will look really nice. So it will be getting shaded in and all that. And her hair, will be getting finished and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot to get done.
This is an absolute train crash. So she said that she hadn't finished it because it was painful, etc., which is understandable. Palm tattoos are notoriously known to be the most painful tattoo placement. So not being able to finish a palm tattoo is, yeah, I understand that. I would never shame anyone for not being able to finish a tattoo. Like, everyone has different pain ratings or whatever. And honestly, I think the fact that she hasn't finished this is honestly a blessing, and I don't know if she'll ever watch this. I don't think she'll watch this video, but if she is watching this video or still watching this video, I'm gonna give a bit of advice to her, coming from someone who knows, you know, quite a bit about tattoos. Yeah, I'm gonna give a bit of advice to her and anyone else that wants a palm tattoo. I think palm tattoos are stunning. You need to go to a tattoo artist that specialises in palm tattoos. You cannot go to any Tom, Dick or Harry that does tattoos, especially the guy that she's been getting tattooed by for all of her tattoos, minus the two, whatever ones they are, I don't know. There is a technique to it. It's not the same as tattooing an arm or a leg or your back or wherever else on your body. Palm tattoos are complicated. There's a special technique to it. They have to be so simplistic. She, by the sounds of things, is after some kind of realism piece on her palm, which absolutely not, honey. It's not gonna happen. It is gonna look like a hot mess. At the minute, it looks like a hot mess. I'm sorry, it does. Palm tattoos, or, you know, finger tattoos that are on this side, have a problem with the ink falling out of them. It's just the way they heal. They're really, really tricky to heal. Also, this is the part of your hand that gets used the most, you know, with washing hands. If you have a very laborious job, the ink will come out of that also. Also, you know, with the technique of doing a palm tattoo, you have to do it right, otherwise again the ink's gonna fall out. It's just gonna look awful. Also, this side of your hand has a very, very, very high chance of blowing out, and you know what a tattoo blowout is when you get a tattoo on your skin and then the ink spreads underneath the tattoo, so you end up with like this shadow. That can also happen a lot when it comes to palm tattoos. They're very, very prone to that. So that's why you need to go to a tattoo artist that has done this a lot, because they know what they're doing. They know how to try and avoid it. Sometimes it's just gonna happen anyway, but I'm just saying this from like the kindness of my heart. Like, she can easily fix this, because she could just let whatever is on her hand now fade and then go to an artist that will do a decent palm tattoo. And you need to keep it basic on your palm. You cannot have a realism piece with shading and details. It's not gonna work. You need to stick to line work and dot work, and that is it, sis. You cannot have elaborate pieces. So if you want a mandala on there, just a bit of line work, that is all okay. You know, if you want something to stick and stay and look good, simple as best. Otherwise, it is just gonna look like a mess. And you can see from the tattoo that she has on her finger that says "fuck it," I think it says. It's all patchy. Yeah, that's what palm tattoos do. I honestly want one myself. I do want one myself, but again, I would get something super simplistic. And let's just pick a bone with her tattoo artist for a second. He is super irresponsible for saying, you know, yeah, I can do like a really elaborate palm tattoo, like no biggie, sit down, let's go. You know, and obviously I don't have high expectations when it comes to this tattoo artist, because he's very much willing to copy other people's artwork. So of course he will just tattoo any old shit on someone's palm for the sake of doing it, you know.
But basically we have this side tattoo right here that goes all the way up and all the way down my thigh. I'll show the rest, like I said, in my next video of like my thigh and like my legs and what I've got tattooed there. We're going to get on to just finishing off the icon. So if you didn't see in my second video of my tattoo journey, I have the word icon in old English writing on the side of my body. So that is the rest here. I have the O there, and then the N, and then the IC right there. So we have icon. So
I'm gonna sound like a tattoo snob here, but this tattoo is probably one of the messiest ones that she has. It's just all over the place. There is a big blowout there. There is ink missing from parts of the script. It can easily be fixed, I would say, if she was to get it filled in. This is the problem with maybe getting too comfortable with a tattoo artist and expecting them to do everything that you want, and they may not specialize in it. Like, she really needs to branch out and go to other tattoo artists and tattoo artists that are good in certain styles, you know. So she could have gone to a kick-ass script tattoo artist who could have nailed this and made it look so good. And I understand, like, if you find a good tattoo artist and you become comfortable with them and you want, you know, their work all over them in a cohesive way. Normally when people do that though, it's all in one style. So you may go to a black and grey portrait artist or a black and grey realism tattoo artist because that's what you want all of your body to be like. And that's fine, but she has so many different styles of tattoos on her. Yes, they're all in the same colour theory, but there are different, because she's got like realism in there, she's got black work in there, she's got script in there. They're all different categories, and she could have just gone to, you know, different artists to get a better result. And maybe, you know, another artist would be like, hey girl, this is someone else's tattoo, can we not? It's just, I'd love to know who this artist is, honestly.
We have a person's mouth with a thumb in the mouth. Again, it's something bold, it's something that is a standout tattoo alone. I don't need any shade or any work involved in it, and I just like those kind of tattoos.
Oh wow, look, another copied tattoo. I am so surprised, this is revolutionary. I made this comparison with my Jackie Aina video. I did a video on Jackie Aina in this kind of format, because she had a tattoo that another beauty vlogger had, and she said, oh yeah, another person has it, but it's okay because I wanted it and I can have it, it's my body, whatever. Like, she was just making excuses as to why having another person's tattoo was okay and whatever. I made this point and I'm gonna make it again because it's relative to her content and it may make more sense to maybe anyone that follows her that's come over to my video. And in case there's people out there that just don't understand this whole anti-tattoo copying thing, imagine if Victoria come out with an eyeshadow palette. You know, it's really unique, it's never been done before, the colour story in it is phenomenal, it's, you know, to her taste and her character and her personality. The packaging of it is, you know, to her taste, it's outstanding, it's unique, it looks like nothing that has ever been done before, whatever. And let's imagine it's just called My Eyeshadow Palette by Victoria Jane. Imagine if little old me here come along, right? I come trotting along, I like what she's done, I like her stuff, I want to do the same thing. I take absolutely everything from it. I take the colours, I take the packaging, I take the name of it, and the only thing I change is the name on it. So it's still called My Eyeshadow Palette, but I just change it from My Eyeshadow Palette by Victoria Jane. It's now called My Eyeshadow Palette by Lauren Sharp. Imagine that, right? Imagine if I took all of her hard work and copied it, but then just put my name on it. That's exactly what tattoo copying is. You're taking someone else's artwork, someone else's hard work, and then claiming it as yours. It's a shitty move, and in any creative industry, it's a bad idea. The only reason why people don't make such an uproar about it within tattooing is because it's still kind of like a underground thing, you know. It's not like when Forever 21 steals artists' designs or whatever, because, you know, Forever 21 is a huge company, it's very easy to call them out, everyone knows who Forever 21 is. But if you look at tattoo artists, they're independent artists, they're small creators, and yeah, a lot of them have a following, but you know, this kind of stuff does not make mainstream news ever. You know, it's just like we're all in our own little department, we're all in the like the underbelly of the artistic world, because nobody really talks about it apart from me and a few other creators here on YouTube who do make videos about it. But you see what I'm saying? Like, people are like, oh, it's not a big deal, nobody makes a big deal out of it, but we're trying here, and it's just as disgusting as me copying an eyeshadow palette that she has created, you know?
I have this hand here holding lavender.
I've seen this tattoo before. Are we shocked? Absolutely not. Oh lord. So the next clip I'm going to show you guys is actually part of her part 1 video. So I've shown you guys clips from, you know, part 1, 2 and 3. We're going to jump back on in to part 1 because I want to show you a specific moment that, now that we've learned what she's like, we're going to watch this bit and we're just going to, let's just, yeah.
So yeah, stand out, of course, that means me, you know, with my tattoos, my makeup. I just feel like standing out, it keeps you original, it keeps you know what I mean? No one wants to be the copy of someone else. No one does. If you do, then, you know what I mean? No one wants to be the copy of someone else. No one does. If you do, then.
Yep. Yeah, she said that. We have ourselves a contradiction queen over here. She wants to be original and not a copy, yet here she is, showcasing artwork that she has copied from other people. Someone make sense of that for me, please. Is there anyone that can logically dissect that? Because I don't think anyone can. She's so about being different and unique to everyone else, but she has other people's artwork on her. Like, I don't understand. Do you This is all in the same video, you know? Like, she's talking about that tattoo that she has on her throat that is someone else's tattoo, but then, you know, a few minutes later she's talking about how she wants to be unique and she doesn't want to be like anyone else, and funny. Yeah, anyway, that is as much as I can handle for this moment in time. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on this video that I've talked about, on her situation, or my thoughts and opinions. What do you feel about this whole situation? Do you find it weird how she completely contradicted herself, or do you just not care? Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing very, very well, and until my next video, bye.